Hey, what's up, folks? If you're looking for the best PC controllers, you've landed. In the perfect spot, we've done the research to bring you the best PC controllers options for this year. Considering price, performance, and usage scenarios, stick around to discover which PC controllers is the best fit for you. You can find all the product links with the best deals in the description box below. Our list is in no particular order, so be sure to stay tuned till the end. Let's get started. Number 1. GuliKit KK3 Max. The GuliKit KK3 Max is an excellent gamepad that competes with high-end controllers like the Xbox Elite Wireless Controller Series 2, but at a more accessible price point of $80. The long list of higher-end features includes magnetic Hall effect triggers and thumbsticks, trigger locks, 4 detachable and customizable back paddles, and macro support. This goes a step above and beyond our previous top pick, the GuliKit King Kong 2 Pro, for only $10 more. The KK3 Max is also excellent to game with, even when those features aren't required. It boasts a comfortable design, responsive BAEX face buttons, and apart from the layout, customization options include letting players attach or detach the paddles, replace the face buttons, and swap between a 4-way or 8-way D-pad. It feels great to use out of the box, and even better after taking a few minutes to tweak it to your preference. Number 2. Gamesir Nova Lite. The Gamesir Nova Lite is an inexpensive PC controller that doesn't fall short on features. For only $25, it offers USB-C connectivity, Bluetooth, and 2.4 GHz wireless via an included USB-A dongle. It also has a built-in battery, Hall effect joysticks, and a familiar face button layout that gamers can swap in software depending on the game. Device compatibility includes support for PC, Nintendo Switch, and mobile platforms like iOS and Android, making the controller a versatile option. It lacks support for Xbox or PlayStation consoles, however. The Nova Lite is a great choice for budget-conscious gamers, and it even includes features its more expensive counterpart, the Gamesir Nova, leaves out. It's perfect if you need extra controllers for classic Nintendo couch co-op games like Mario Kart 8 or Smash Bros. Ultimate. Number 3. Sony Dualshock. Sony's Dualshock 4 is a solid PC game controller. It's not as easy to use as Microsoft's Xbox wireless controller and is a tad pricey, but makes up for this with a built-in battery and versatile layout. The DualShock 4 is a small, light controller with a symmetrical layout. This makes it easy to use in a wide variety of 3D and 2D games. The 8-bit Do SN30 Pro 2 is better for 2D games by a hair, but the DualShock 4 is a good alternative. The DualShock 4 has a built-in rechargeable battery and relies on Bluetooth for wireless. You may find the DualShock 4 difficult to use with some games. Steam has official DualShock 4 support, and some games will detect the controller, but Windows does not. You will need to install a third-party program like DS4 Windows to ensure the controller works properly in all games. DS4 Windows is easy to install, but this extra hurdle will put off gamers who want a simple solution. Relatively expensive at $60, the DualShock 4 can be used with Windows, macOS, Sony's PlayStation 4 OS, console, Android, and iOS. Number 4. 8-bit Do SN30 Pro. The 8-bit Do SN30 Pro is similar to the SN30 Pro 2, but targets a different audience. It mimics the look and feel of a Super Nintendo gamepad while retaining features required for new titles, such as triggers. It's ideal for retro games, but lackluster for modern 3D titles. 8-bit Do uses a symmetrical layout for the SN30 Pro, but the gamepad lacks the grips that extend from the bottom of most modern controllers. This forces your hands towards the gamepad's D-pad and primary buttons and away from the joysticks. The joysticks remain for use in 3D games, but the D-pad is the center of attention. It's a less comfortable gamepad in most cases, but some gamers might prefer it for 2D platformers and retro games. Number 5. Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller. If you own a Switch 2, the Switch 2 Pro controller can be worth considering as a wired PC gamepad too. It offers uniquely slick-feeling sticks, excellent button feel, solid build quality, and a relatively slim form factor that suits smaller to medium-sized hands. It's still early days for the 2nd-gen Pro controller on PC, but it already works well in wired mode, thanks to a community-made enabler tool that activates the controller via the Chrome or Edge browsers. Valve has also added support for the controller to Steam, though the functionality is in beta at the time of writing. Nintendo's prior Pro controller worked wirelessly on PC, so there's a good chance that the new model will be fully supported on PC in the fullness of time, including its extra rear buttons and C button, which are new for this generation. That could see the new gamepad climbing up our rankings, but third place seems fair for now. Number 6. Scuf Valor Pro Wireless. If you're willing to spend more, the Scuf Valor Pro Wireless is the best controller we've tested thus far. Its TMR thumbsticks are responsive, long-lasting, and customizable. The face buttons are nicely weighted, and a grippy coating ensures no mid-fight readjustments are required. Wireless connectivity is supported for PC, Xbox, and mobile, with a 1000 Hz 2.4 GHz dongle, 4 PC, Bluetooth, and wired USB-C all being options. There's a good level of customization here too, with 2 alternate thumbstick caps, including a tall option, swappable magnetic faceplates, and switches for toggling between clicky rapid triggers and traditional analog triggers. 4 paddles on the back can be set to mimic other buttons, allowing for different grip styles and faster inputs, while dials on the front allow you to adjust the volume and game chat mix. I found the outermost paddles to be convenient to press, with the clickier inner paddles to require a slight hand readjustment. But 2 paddles is enough for me in games like Battlefield 6 and Clair Obscur, Expedition 33. There's also a PC Xbox app for adjusting dead zones, remapping inputs, and setting up your 3 profiles, though this is only accessible via the Microsoft Store, requires setting the controller to Xbox mode, and doesn't support keyboard or mouse inputs to change settings. A bit of an odd experience for a PC user. Battery life is modest at a rated 17 hours, but recharging is fast via USB-C and no batteries are needed. The gamepad often took 2 attempts to power on, but otherwise it worked reliably during my testing. Number 7. Gamesir G7 Pro. The Gamesir G7 Pro is a powerful tri-mode controller supporting Xbox consoles, PCs, and mobile devices that grants the G7 Pro excellent flexibility, while its TMR sticks unlockable. HE triggers allow for more accurate inputs with smaller dead zones and less potential for stick drift or other degradation over time. The G7 Pro is the comfiest gamepad Gamesir have produced, with textured Xbox Elite-style grips, clicky face buttons, and 2 pairs of mappable extra buttons. 2 on the rear, right under your fingers, and 2 next to the bumpers. A sizable 1200 mAh battery provides less longevity than you might think, though, with the G7 Pro only lasting for around 8 hours of play. Thankfully, the inclusion of a charging dock means that it's easy and convenient to ensure it's fully topped up next time you play. For a little over twice the price of a first-party Xbox pad, the G7 Pro delivers a better overall PC experience with tighter and more durable controls, more pro-level features, and a convenient dock. If you have the budget, I'd definitely go for this one. Number 8. Gamesir G7 SE. The Gamesir G7 SE is an affordable Xbox PC gamepad with Hall effect thumbsticks and triggers. Hall effect sensors use magnets rather than potentiometers, so they don't wear out over time. And they don't need the huge central dead zones that traditional controllers require to keep working as they experience wear and tear, meaning Hall effect sticks can also feel much more precise. The G7 SE has some other great ideas too. There are convenient programmable rear buttons, which can be physically locked to prevent accidental actuation in games that they're not needed, a mic mute button, plus textured grips and triggers. The controller is generally quite comfortable to use for most hand sizes, and the triggers, face buttons, and D-pad all feel as precise as the first-party Xbox gamepad, while the sticks feel more precise, making this a net upgrade. If you're happy to prioritize longevity and durability over wireless connectivity, this is an awesome alternative to the standard Xbox controller that should last much longer. Number 9. 8-Bit Do Ultimate 2. The 8-Bit Do Ultimate 2 wireless controller is a surprisingly versatile Hall effect controller that has a lot of the benefits of more expensive, pro-grade options at a lower price. It features both TMR joysticks and Hall effect triggers, which don't physically wear out or drift over time like traditional potentiometer-based alternatives. These technologies also allow for more precision, as they don't need such a large central dead zone. TMR joysticks are arguably the next step up from HE sensors, as they operate with lower power consumption and can also have sensitivity and linearity improvements too. The ones in the Ultimate 2 are surprisingly good for the money, with good measurements in terms of both stick resolution and linearity. The 8-bit Do Ultimate 2 is an impressive wireless offering that comes in just a bit above the Gamesir G7 SE above in terms of price, making it well worth considering, and its wide range of color schemes is a brilliant bonus. Number 10. Asus ROG Raikiri Pro. While Microsoft and Sony's long expertise with games consoles means that their controllers are the default option for many, there are also some great third-party alternatives worth considering. The Asus ROG Raikiri Pro is one of the best options, thanks to its clicky and satisfying face buttons, hair triggers, and 4 extra rear buttons. Its modest dimensions are also comfortable for those with smaller hands, which isn't always a given. The Raikiri Pro sports an OLED screen and RGB lighting, giving you information like battery levels in the current profile, and it can connect to PCs via 2.4 GHz wireless, Bluetooth, and USB, or Xbox consoles via USB only. There's even an ESS DAC built in to boost audio quality for headsets plugged into the 3.5mm port, along with a button to mute the microphone. The controller can be customized in Asus's Armory Crate app, with button remapping, trigger dead zone adjustments, and animation lighting tweaks all possible. Beyond a long feature list that helps to explain its premium price point, the Raikiri also just feels great to use for FPS and racing games alike. Though the 8-way D-pad doesn't suit fighting games particularly well and ought to have been replaceable with a 4-way alternative at this price point. Still, apart from the high price, this is a solid option, and I hope we see Asus expand what can be put on the OLED screen in future, as this could become a much bigger deal than it currently is.